G'day, I'm Matt Press. We're currently at the Rocks farm located between Bathurst and Orange. It's a 6,000 acre mixed grazing property. Here today we're down at a exclusion fence that we're putting in to keep the feral deer or feral pests out. I'd say 15 years ago, seeing deer through this area was sort of a bit of a novelty. You saw one and you sort of got a smile about it. You saw a couple and yeah, you didn't really think too much about it. Probably 6-7 years ago when the drought started to hit this area in particular, you saw the deer numbers start exploding and they could cherry pick the best feed because they could just clear fences, essentially. So you saw your sheep and your cattle were dying in the paddock, yet the deer could just come through, wipe out any food that was there and then go to another area, essentially. So, and just the spreading of weeds, the destruction of fences that were there.
Yep, so Department of Primary Industries, one of its key focuses is to assist primary producers and protect some of their properties from feral animals such as feral deer and feral pigs. And so this property is really a demonstration site for how to construct a fence that is effective at excluding deer from coming out and impacting on a cattle and sheep property.
The terrain and the creek crossings through this area in particular where we are doing the exclusion fence has been sort of quite challenging. We've sort of overcome that by getting earth moving machinery in to help alleviate the problems with the fencing through that area. Obviously the terrain can be challenging, but again with the right machinery and the right operators we've sort of overcome those challenges.
The fence is 2 kilometres long, it's 190 centimetres high and has posts every 5 metres. A key thing for a deer exclusion fence is the mesh netting, and here it is 17 by 190 by 15, and those dimensions refer to 17 is the number of horizontal wires, 190 is the height of the fence, 190 centimetres, and the 15 is the width of the individual netting, 15 centimetres.
Oh, just your highest one you can get for the deer is the main problem out here for Matt. So DPI got hold of us to come and put it in. So we started with the high end assemblies after the dozers come through and cleared up, and then we just stumped all the star posts into the right height for him and strain it up. With the quick fence now makes this a game changer in this sort of stuff. So heaps quicker up and down the hills and takes that manual labour out of it too.
Any flood crossings or creek crossings or floodways through any property essentially is going to have its own challenges. We've designed ours to be easily temporarily removed pending any large downpours. So we could race down there knowing there's like a big storm's coming through, remove the gates, let the water sort of race through, then erect the gates following the rain. Given the groundwork that we did to begin with, clearing any trees that could have possibly fallen on the fence and rendered the fence useless, and if you keep maintenance on the fence, stop any sort of regrowth coming through, just keep any washaways to a minimum, repairing any washaways, I think the fence can last indefinitely. The lessons learned, probably you need to know exactly what material you need. Probably get a couple of different contractors to come out, they're going to give you different opinions, but if you can get an average of what they're saying, just to balance everything out, I think it works. Definitely don't skimp out on doing any earthworks through this area, because there's no point spending going to the expense of putting up an exclusion fence and all of a sudden a limb comes down on it and just renders it useless. I think if you're going to do it once, do it right. It is an expensive process, but I think that the end's worthwhile doing.